For 30 years, the Center for International Forestry Research, CIFOR, has worked to advance human well-being, equity, and environmental integrity. Guided by rigorous research, inspired innovation, and a commitment to collaboration, CIFOR not only envisions a better world, but strives to create it.
CIFOR was created in 1993, and we were the first to look at the issue of underlying causes of deforestation, to put the issue of non-timber forest products and on the economics and social perspective. There has been a huge body of impact, influence via the work of CIFOR and its partner, and it's there to continue working for forestries and agroforestry and people.
Our work's addressing multiple scales from the global linking to national and also subnational level. We make sure that local context, indigenous community and local population are always in the center of the activities or the center of objectives that we would like to address.
We discovered that wetland, especially mangrove, store so much carbon. That was a milestone in terms of finding. In the next 30 years, we will be seeing that mangrove will be more and more used as ecosystem to cope with the changing climate, especially for those communities living in low-lying coastal zone.
CIFOR has had massive impact on the work in Africa, but also around the world. And I think that the future is really bright in terms of moving things forward in the forestry sector around classic forestry research, monitoring plots, long-term experiments on the continent. That would be really a big plus.
With respect to conservation, we have the largest collection of agroforestry tree species in our gene banks within the world. We have trees of different functional uses: timber, fruit trees, nuts, fodder trees, medicinals, you name it. Whether it's restoration in agricultural landscapes for food tree portfolios, or whether it's for restoration, we want the quality trees, the right tree for the right place, for the right purpose.
I think that one of the big things that the organization has been able to do over the past 3 decades is to really support the global discussion and debates, and also provide evidence of these wider discussions on the importance of tenure recognition and tenure clarity for indigenous peoples and local communities. That means, clarity over their ownership over land and forests, and how important that is, not just for the development of their livelihood and for their well-being. We're also trying to show how going for that equity is allowing them to succeed.
The trajectory of CIFOR over the last 30 years is a trajectory that has shown an evolution from an institution that was focused on multiple aspects of policy, but also of science, of engagement, of experimental, to a level of quality of research on review, on setting really the international agenda. That is the sign of a great impact at the country level, at the regional level, and globally. And I really think that with the merge, CIFOR-ICRAF will be able, working together, to cover the entire spectrum of the landscape and be able to implement and support the implementation of landscape approaches based on evidence and based on the big background and knowledge that CIFOR has generated about how to integrate these approaches.
We're talking about CIFOR and ICRAF being one and the same, merged, $100 million entity that is recognized around the world by its partners, by its clients, and by its beneficiaries for the enormous impacts we've made on people's lives, on forests and agroforests and agriculture around the world.
It's incredible how far CIFOR has come in 30 years. Join us in celebrating this milestone and looking forward to the next 30 as one organization, CIFOR-ICRAF. Combined, we harness the power of not just forests, but trees on farms as well to solve the world's greatest challenges.